What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this here is the Skyking Mini Elf Super Mini Drone, and this is a Pico Quad. Now, a Pico Quad is a little smaller than a Nano. It's not a Nano. This here is the Cheerson CX-10 Generation 2. Pretty rare, but nevertheless, this is a Nano. Check it out. So this is a little smaller than a Nano. It's a Pico. And you guys probably remember the Cheerson CX Stars. This little guy here. I was thinking when I first saw this one that it was a clone, but this is actually a little different. This is actually larger than this Pico here. As you can see, it's larger than the CX Stars. A little larger battery. The motors appear to be a little larger, a little longer, taller, or whatnot. And other than that, everything else looks the same size props and all. But this having a larger battery and longer motors actually shows in its performance. This thing flies a little stronger. It flies a little better than the Cheerson CX Stars. Now, I have this other little quad. This one here. This is the Proto N from Estes. And until now, this has been my favorite Pico. This thing flies really nice. It's also deviated, but this little guy here flies a little better, and this one is also deviated. So this one you can fly with your jumper T8SG, and it flies on the Moontop H7 protocol. And I do have a few other Pico quads. As you guys might have guessed by now, I am quite fond of these little tiny things. I even have a little hex here, a Pico hex. But anyhow, this thing actually flies a little better than this one. This one flies just like the Cheerson CX Stars, except for it has a third rate, a true third rate. The Cheerson CX Stars, on the third rate, it just does constant flips, and it's the same pitch and yaw as the second rate. This one actually has 3 rates. The third rate is insane compared to the second rate and the Cheerson CX Stars. So this one flies really nice. No constant flips on the highest rate. And this one only has 2 rates. It has a docile rate, and then it has a really high rate for the second rate. And then on the third rate, it actually goes into headless mode. But the second rate on this thing beats out the third rate on this one here. This thing flies really fast. It's a little overwhelming how fast this thing flies indoors. And so you might want to try to fly this thing outdoors, even though it is advertised as being an indoor quad. I guess because of how small it is, but this thing flies really fast. The pitch is pretty decent, and this one flies a little better than this one. And the reason I say that, this one is really smooth, but this one here has a faster yaw rate. And so that allows for this one to do really tight funnels. And I just think it has better flight characteristics because of the deeper pitch slightly and the faster yaw. And the faster yaw is, it's very apparent. It's a lot faster than the yaw on the other guys. And so this one is the new Pico King. And it does come with this little transmitter here. The transmitter, I wouldn't say that the transmitter is better than the other guy's transmitter, but the fact that you can fly this one with a T8SG and it's deviated, it makes it worthwhile, worth getting. This transmitter here is okay, but it does have some dead spots in the throttle, it feels like, or maybe this thing is just charged up. It always feels overcharged up when you charge it all the way and you're flying this thing. It seems like it's really touchy on the throttle. It wants to fly up in the air fast when you're giving a little throttle, it seems like. But this thing is a really nice flyer though. Really happy that I took a chance to see what this thing was. It comes with an instructions manual. Pretty decent instructions manual here. Shows you everything you need to know. Comes with an extra set of props here. And it comes with a USB charging cable. But be careful with charging this thing up. Try to make sure you use the charger that comes with this thing, because I've had a lot of these things die on me when I try to charge it with another charger from another one of these little guys, and the polarity ends up being switched around, inverted. And so it's really easy to kill these things. Right now I only have a few working. All of these that I showed you are working except for this one. This one was a victim of that, and I've had a few of these that have fallen victim to the reverse polarity in the chargers. So make sure you use the same charger that comes with this thing, and that's your positive, that it'll work with another. And I just know that these two have different polarities. This one is my new favorite Pico now. The SkyStars Mini Elf Super Mini Drone. Let's go check it out in flight.